You guys, your magic number to clinch a playoff spot is 1. The division is 8. Where will Tommy be when the champagne is flowing? And will you guys pop bottles just for a postseason clinch?
So I'm not sure if we're doing the postseason clinch. That's going to be up to Cap.
I'm very much looking forward to this one. Good to catch up with our friend Tommy Kahnle, who's one of our OG guests. He's been with us since this show was just a teeny tiny baby. So racking up a save the other day. I'm excited to get into all of that. Tommy, great to have you on. Before I start, I was challenged in our chat to say that anyone watching this right now should actually subscribe if they're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Bally Sports Marquee, the whole deal, awesome. It's great to have you on there. If you're on the app, if you're watching on YouTube right now and you're not actually subscribed, it'd be cool if you could, because we are 2 subs away from 57,000. So anyway, I was dared to do it, Tommy. I know you wouldn't care if I said that before I say hello. How you doing?
Good, guys. How's it going? Oh, man.
Good, dude.
A little under the weather. It's all good, though.
Uh-oh. Talk to us.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Kids
you got the Seattle flu
sick.
or what?
No, your kids get sick, you're definitely getting it. They're all up in your face.
Could be that shirt you're wearing. What is that shirt you're wearing?
Go Irish.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably why you're sick. It's making me sick.
The Florida Gators are making AJ sick.
Well, that's
this
for
year.
sure.
Yeah. How is Seattle, though? I mean,
Northern Illinois isn't making me sick, though. Go Huskies.
No, what a game. Yeah, I was not too happy about that one.
How about last night? You guys smacked the Mariners. You kind of ended their season, to be honest. I mean, I know you might not say that, but I can. I mean, they had like a super, super outside chance. But what was it like last night? You guys had it going from the jump. Martian gets his first home run of the season. Soto hits the 30 ballpark, whatever he wants to call it, checklist that he wanted. What was it like?
It was cool, man. I always have a great time here. I love this stadium. I always say I think it's my number one. Just in terms of, we came out, set the tone, and took it from there. Guys are on one, and Soto got his 40th, his 200th. It was great to see. Guy's incredible. Oh man. But it was overall a great game. I mean, it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
So can I ask you a question about that ballpark and anything you observe? So the Mariners have insane pitching. Their starting staff is really good. That's no secret. I'm sure you know about that, right? So your offense gets there first time this year and just explodes. Some players will say it is so difficult to hit there. What do you see? What does it look like from your perspective? Because your team just put up double-digit runs in day one. I know it's just one game, but I don't know. Is that a fair excuse to say for Seattle?
So obviously, everybody around baseball knows kind of Seattle's it's more of a pitcher's park. I mean, it always has been, especially at night. And to see that offense that we put out there last night that was incredible to watch. These guys are good, man. Got to give them credit. They're good.
Yeah, they're good. Yep. But do you hear any of them say anything? Do you hear any of them say like, oh man, I mean, I know Judgy's not saying he's got like 6 homers, like 100 RBIs in like 4 games in Seattle. But do you hear any of them say, I don't like this batter's eye. I don't like, how it's angled or anything like that?
I haven't heard them say anything about it. They don't complain about it or anything. I think that's the approach. You got to realize, screw what it is and just go out there and play ball.
You felt that way, AJ.
I love playing in Seattle. Dude, I loved hitting there.
Yeah.
I've said this from the jump, man. I don't know what it's like people talk themselves into like making it into a thing. Like, just go out and play. Nelson Cruz didn't have no problem when he was there. He was still hitting dingers.
Yeah, he had other help, but yeah, sure.
Is there a place you like to pitch? Is there a mound where you're like, this mound is Brutes Magoots? Not saying you've done bad or done good at that place. Is there one that you're like, it looks like the hitters are really close to me?
I mean, definitely don't like pitching in Colorado. That's for sure. That's number one.
Houston?
That one's I actually like Houston a lot. Even though I'm not a fan of the dome, but that's me. But I'm not a big dome guy. I like pitching the outdoors, the elements. But Trying to think. I've always loved pitching in, I would say, Kansas City. I feel like that's a good one. I always felt like I did very well there. So I don't know. There's a lot of ballparks, you know. I mean, I feel like, man, I can't even. There's a few that definitely strike you as they would be a little bit of a bang box, but what do you got? San Fran's a really good one. Pitching at really good, especially at night.
I
Love
mean,
it there.
let's just be honest. You deal everywhere, which brings me to my next point. All right, you got the save.
Uh,
You guys have kind of been going through the closer, like, who's the closer? We don't need a closer. We do need a closer. Why do you only have 8 career saves in your life? Do your managers, like, they look at you and they're like, can't trust Tommy. Can't trust Tommy in the 9th inning. Why do you think that is? Because when the things were happening with Clay Holmes and everything, it was like, maybe he'll close, maybe he won't. I said, yes, Luke Weaver's doing really well. Tommy Kahnle gets punch outs. Tommy Kahnle has year in, year out, he has under a 2 ERA. Like, you got no saves. Like, does Billy look at you and go, just can't trust you? Marky's like, yeah, don't trust him.
no, I don't think that's the. It's just you know, I feel like I've always been a guy that just whenever the phone rings, I'm gonna get up, throw whatever I do, and get in the game, no matter the situation. Um, I feel like that's a great role, and I've always pretty much served it really well. So I don't think that maybe sometimes just relies on what kind of matchups. Obviously, we would prefer me to face more lefties than righties, but in terms of the end, I mean, whenever the big time lefties are probably coming up, that's most of the time, I guess, when I'll be in there.
Yeah, but you have that mindset. You have a closer's mindset all the time. Does it feel different in the 9th inning?
I would say a little bit, yeah, for sure. It definitely feels different
Like what?
going from
Explain it.
seventh to eighth to the ninth. I
Explain
feel
it.
like the hitter. I feel like the okay, yeah. I just feel like the hitters they're a little more patient because they know it's their last time, and obviously you got to get ahead. Once you start falling behind, you walk into guys, especially in the ninth, it's a little more crucial. So you got to have a little bit of a different mindset. But overall, I always enjoy it whenever I get a chance.
Do you think, Tommy, you're mostly fastball changeup. You don't really throw a breaking ball. Do you think that plays into it a little bit? And have you ever tried to throw like a slider, slurve, cutter, slutter, sweeper, or whatever they're calling it these days? Have you ever tried? I mean, I know you've thrown one in the past, but I mean, if you look at your numbers, I mean, you're heavy changeup. So do you think that plays into the non-closer thing? I mean, I think guys. I mean, obviously Aaron Boone trusts you; he'll throw you out there in any situation. So do you think that maybe it's only since you're a 2-pitch guy, even though a guy like Trevor Hoffman was a 2-pitch guy?
Yeah, I mean, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe the matchup that in that ninth inning, guys come up and maybe slider is the better usage pitch. And I mean, obviously, I don't have a great slider. I might have an average, but like you said, I mean, I don't throw it that much. I think I threw it once 2 outings ago, but I mean, overall, I think this year has been the best slider I've thrown, but we don't really use it, obviously. I mean, heavy changeup usage, but I think I've had a few outings here and there where I've kind of glimpsed it in there, and it's actually done pretty well.
Okay, you're a thumber. It's okay. It's okay to admit
I am now.
98, but 98, but you throw all changeups. I get it. It's cool. It works. Whatever works. Okay.
Bummer!
How has I got to ask this question because Clay Holmes is obviously has some of the best stuff. He was the closer. He's been taken out. How has he handled that? Do you guys talk about it? Does he bring it up, or is it just like wherever you guys need me to pitch, I'll do it?
Yeah, I mean, all of us have had like conversations together, and he's handled it incredibly, man. This guy, just the way he's always handled his situation, being the closer, and now, kind of getting teetered in and out of the back end. He's handled it just so professionally. Like, I mean, you watch him when he anytime I've ever pitched him, watch him pitch great, watch him have a bad day. It's always kind of like he keeps that same cool, collective, demeanor, and that's a to be honest, that's the way you should approach pitching, because obviously my approach of the roller coaster every once in a while doesn't go well. So I wish I was obviously a little more like Clay in that term. So he's always done a great job with it, and I think he's handled this tremendously. And we're always there for him. And that guy's the man, man. He's my brother. I'll do anything for him.
Love that. What about Luke Weaver too? Looking pretty good in that role and all fired up. We had him on a couple weeks ago before all of this, and he was just telling us about how much he's really enjoyed the relief pitching role, because he was a starter for a long time in his past life. So what's it been like for him, observing him, getting some ninth inning action?
I love it. His emotion is amazing. I love when he gets those final outs. He's yelling, he's mean mugging everywhere. I love it. It's awesome. He fires us up down there in the bullpen. Believe me. The guy's been incredible this year. Absolute lightning rod fastball, changeup's falling off the table. He's got his little cutter at the back door, front door. It's been great to watch, man. He's been electric this year for us. Huge pickup.
Did you see it happen? Did you see that change happening in spring training? You were hurt partway through spring training. Like, you saw when he came in, he talked about it on the show a little bit. Like, did you see a change where you're like, hey, this dude could really, because you guys watch each other's bullpens. This guy could, be a big piece for us in the bullpen. Or was it just like, we'll see how he does?
He came back, so we signed him. They told him he was going to be kind of a starter, fighting for a starting spot, if not then the long guy. So it's kind of like, it was crazy how it all developed. The guy came in and he was throwing mid to upper 90s, and he had all this the new pitches with him, and it was kind of blown away. I was like, holy crap. He kind of went home, redefined himself, came back, and you see him now. He's lights out, man. That guy he's electric. That's the word I like to use for Weave. Very wiry and electric.
You're electric. But if I go like this to you, what was your reaction where were you when Cole did this on the mound? And what is your reaction to it when Cole intentionally walked Devers?
So I actually wasn't even paying attention, not gonna lie.
That makes more sense.
Shocker. Wait, was there college football on? Is that why? Were you watching college football?
What day was that? Saturday? It was Saturday.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Notre Dame
was Northern Illinois on? Northern Illinois must have been on.
No. I forgot. I think I was putting on the cheese or something in the bathroom. I don't know. And the guys were like, "Oh, he just intentionally walked him." I was like, "What? What are you gonna do now?" At the moment, maybe it was the right decision, and then you just you always question. Say he goes out, gets a double play, innings over. Everybody was right decision, and then obviously it turned into a snowball effect, and it turned out to be a bad inning. So you can go either way with it. For me, I don't know if I would have done it, but you got to support your guy and always be behind him. So if Gerrit wanted to walk him and then next guy got double play, we're not even talking about all this, but here we are.
Okay, before we get into something else or deeper into the topic, you have to explain what I was putting on the cheese in the bathroom means, because there's people out there right now listening that are going, Tommy Kahnle's in the bathroom putting cheese all over his body. Explain that, because people that aren't in baseball, I guarantee you Scott had no idea what you're talking about.
No, I can't even eat cheese.
So essentially, it's just like a topical cream that is prescribed. You can't buy it over the counter. It essentially it's like icy hot, but a super form of hot, essentially, and it burns. Not too many people use it. I would say me and Clay wear it though. I haven't seen too many people wear it. I've known Chappie to wear it back in the day. Besides that, I don't know. Not many guys.
Wow.
You ever put it anywhere special?
No. Sometimes you get it in bad spots on accident. Does not feel great. I've gotten in the eye before. The forehead's a bad one.
Scotty B here from FT. 1 in 5 Americans have learn a new language on their bucket list, and you should make 2024 the year you finally check it off the list with Babbel. Babbel is the science-backed language learning app that actually works. Babbel's designed by real people for real conversations.
Kratz here. Brawny, you know what I'm doing? I'm working on my Spanish so that I can get my pronunciation and accent game to the next level. Babbel's speech recognition technology makes that happen.
Good job, Kratz. So here's a special limited time deal for FT listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for FT listeners. Again, that's up to 60% off at babbel.com/foul, spelled BABBEL.com/FOUL. Rules and restrictions may apply. With Babbel, you can learn everything you need to have real-world conversations, and all it takes is just 10 minutes a day.
Oh,
That's
a friend of mine
you don't
accidentally
want
was
that.
cooking one time, Tommy. Just a heads up, and he got it on his nether region down there, and he had to use cottage cheese, and his wife walked in when he had the cottage cheese on his area, and she is like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, they got divorced.
No, they're still together. No, they're still together.
I'm kidding.
True story. So be careful with that
man.
cheese.
Oof, it's the best.
Hey, I've got one more game situation for you. Let me know if you were paying attention to this one. This was on the other side yesterday. So I watched most of your game while I was watching the Padres-Astros game finish up. So bases loaded, 3-0 count, Justin Turner at the plate, team that basically needs to win out to try and sniff the playoffs. And Victor Robles, who's been awesome, attempts to steal home. It was not close, and Heel got him. Did you see that live? And were you like, what the?
He wasn't paying attention, bro. He's put cheese on.
I was let's see, that was the first inning, right? Yep. So
Yeah.
I was in the training room getting stretched, but so I'm looking up at the TV kind of like backwards, and 3-0, and everybody's like kind of freaking out. And I was like, what just happened? I looked up and I was like, what the hell is going on? I don't think I've ever seen that. Not gonna lie. I think everybody come to agreement, probably not the smartest play, but
No.
it's huge for us. Got us out of the inning.
That's what I'm
And-
saying. That was the momentum
Yeah.
changer right there at
Yeah.
the front.
That-
I mean,
That changed everything.
yeah, Kratz, there's sneak attack. There's trying to sneak up on people, and then there's just stupid. That was just stupid.
Let your
Never
guy
seen it.
let your guy get your runs in. Runs count. Points count. All right. So we've established today that you don't watch games or you don't pay attention all the time.
Not all the time. Not all
But
the
they have
time.
to keep the game. You know, the game's faster, so Tommy's always like a shiny thing here, there, all that. You guys, your magic number to clinch a playoff spot is 1. It's the division is 8.
All
Where will Tommy be when the champagne is flowing? And will you guys pop bottles just for a postseason clinch?
So I'm not sure if we're doing the postseason clinch. That's going to be up to Cap. So I know I've been on teams in the past. You know, you usually have the big celebration when you win division. So I have a kind of a feeling we may wait till that, but we're gonna find out. Where I'll be, you know, obviously, if that's what we're doing tonight, I'll obviously be popping some champagne.
You guys
don't
could
waste
know.
it.
No, and they could know, before because Baltimore plays early. So, or
Celebrate
whoever.
twice.
Sorry. Yeah, celebrate twice. Celebrate every chance you get. Well, actually, it's not
Celebrate
Baltimore.
twice.
It's not. That's for the division, but
It's the Tigers or the Twins or whoever.
whatever. Yeah, one of
Yeah.
those teams. But
Yeah, so-
do it twice. Do it twice.
Yeah, why not?
He's not the captain though. He's not in charge.
No, I don't know, Joe.
Yeah,
But you know what you
not
should
me.
do today? You should walk up to Judgy, say, "Listen, Judge, I've made an executive decision here. If we clinch this playoff spot, we're getting lit tonight. We're going litty.
Tell him YOLO, baby.
Yeah, in Seattle, we're going to do it twice."
As he coughs.
Yeah.
He'll
I
look
mean-
at you. He'll look at you,
Come on.
Tommy, and go, "That's not what we do here, Tommy."
Yeah.
No, he's always down for. We'll see what happens, but obviously, if we don't do it, it's fine, and we'll, you know, take a day at a time until we can hopefully get that division title.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
if not, Kratzy knows. If we do, I'll be popping.
Yeah.
I need one video, okay? Just one video from you, Tommy, because that is your element.
Element that is a little older now, so it's not
Stop.
as easy.
Stop.
You got to enjoy them even more now. Even more, dude.
Oh,
So enjoy
man.
it. Have fun out there in one of your favorite parks. Feel a little bit better too, but you were great. Always awesome catching up with you, dude. Really appreciate it. This was fun. We'll talk to you soon, okay, dude?
Yes, sir. Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. The great Tommy Kahnle with us on FT. We also have PT, Pinstripe Territory, part of the FT network. Our guy Derek running point after every single Yanks game. There he is. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your pods. And, of course, on YouTube, search Pinstripe Territory.
Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.